Hey everyone, Billy Folks here with Marine Max Houston. Today I wanted to go over the SPX Outboard Orientation with you guys to better familiarize yourselves with the boat. Here we go. The first and most important part about launching a boat is that you install the drain plug. Put it in finger tight and tighten it with a crescent wrench. Most Sea Ray trailers are equipped with electric over surge brakes. If you ever have a problem backing your boat up, it comes with this key. What you do with that key is you put it in here, and that keeps the actuator from going all the way back. Another important feature that's included on the trailer is this pin. Once you latch this latch down to the ball, you put this pin in there and it locks it in place. There's no need for it to come out. Typically you're going to see a 2-inch ball in these size trailers. Most of these trailers are also equipped with the swing away tongue. This is good for situations when you have to store the trailer in your garage or somewhere like that. In order to use the swing away tongue, you pull the cotter pin out, you remove this pin, and this entire tongue swings away, giving you an additional 2 feet of clearance. There is a safety mechanism on the winch strap of the boat. To launch a boat, you go ahead and put it in the water, take some tension off of the strap right there, and release it. Be careful, because if there's too much tension on this bar can go spinning very rapidly. So you want to be sure you watch yourself and hold nice and tight to this. Moving into the boat, as you can see, the ladder retracts right here. Some of the other models will have ladders up here that fold over the side. Hopping up in here, I'm going to show you how I personally take off covers. What I do is I start in the back and work my way forward. What this does is gives you a good reference point on how you need to put the cover back on the boat. This works for both snap covers and mooring covers. As I move forward, I like to fold the cover over so it's nice and neat and it rolls up tight. With the cover rolled up nice and neat, you can easily put it in the storage bag. Battery switches on the SPX line are typically located either in the side right here or under this walk-through right here. Battery switches range from on-off to 1-2-all. Sea Rays typically come with fusion head units. Sometimes there's remotes as well. Those could be located in the front or the back of the boat. This one right here is the Apollo series. It has AM, FM, and Bluetooth. If you want to change from AM to FM or to Bluetooth, you push the arrow right here. Move over to select which one you'd like and click the knob. What that does is it moves over to the Bluetooth screen. Say your phone is not connected yet. You're going to go to this 3-line button right here, scroll down, and select Discoverable. You'll look for it on your phone. Once you pair the device with your phone, you can scroll through everything on here. You can go forward, backward, pause, and obviously change the volume as well. Now if you want to go back to, say, the FM radio, you push the arrow again, you select FM radio, and you push the knob in. It'll then go to the radio. Now for presets. Say you want to save certain radio stations, you can definitely do that. Scroll to the radio station that you'd like. Hold this button in. Then you're going to scroll over to the save button. Click save. Preset is saved. Now, if you want to go to all your presets, right now if you move this arrow back, you're going to be controlling the stations manually. If you want to go to your presets, you hold that button in from the home screen and scroll over to which preset you want to go to. Sea Rays can come optioned with Simrad displays from 5 to 12 or twin 12-inch displays. This one right here is a Simrad Go 5. This is the home screen. First thing I want to point out to you guys is you can touch any of these buttons right here, and you're always going to come, or it'll go to the next page, but you always have this button up in the top left hand corner. It's 9 little squares. If you push that, that's your home button. It'll bring you back to where you can choose all your options. On the left side over here, you have waypoints, tides, alarms, things like that. There's a few things on this display that may not be available or may need additional installs with NEMA network controls and things like that. That's something you should talk to your local dealer about, though. First off, with waypoints, you can select that. You can type in a new waypoint, and you can actually type in the navigations right there. You can change the colors, icons, everything like that. Also, it's going to show you your tides and your alarms. So the alarms are going to be if it is connected to the engine, which this boat is not. You can get a dongle to do that. It's a few $100 plus install. But it'll show you if there's any alarms with the engine. Going back home now, first I'm going to point out the chart. This does have built-in GPS, and it's going to show you everything over here. You can set up waypoints on here as well. It's going to show you which direction you're going, the water depth, your speed, all taken by GPS. Going back home, navigation is going to show you kind of like a straightforward point of view. A little bit different than what we were just looking at on the maps, but it gives you a kind of an angled point of view, angled perspective instead of straight up and down. Echo is going to show you your depth and any structure underneath you. It's not going to give you a very vivid picture, but it will show you everything like that. Again, your instruments and your engine information can be hooked up, but it does require an aftermarket install unless it came ordered from the factory. So right here, it's still going to show you your miles per hour digitally, which is taken from the GPS. Over here on the right hand side, you can select twin displays if you wanted to, say, look at the maps and your depth all in one. Again, I'll show you another twin display setup. It's your overhead view, then your angled view. You can come in here and add your own setup if you'd like. You just go over here, scroll up, add, then you can select which ones you want to use. Additional settings can be reached by scrolling down right here. Just grab the top of the Simrad display, push down on it, and reach down. One of the main features in here, which you can adjust, is the brightness. Very easy. You can make it very dark, or you can turn it up with the light. It also gives you night mode. Just turns everything black. Additionally, at the helm, you have a tilt steering wheel, which you can adjust at the bottom. And all your switches at arm's reach, your navigation, anchor, courtesy lights, accent lights, and your bilge pump. To collapse the bimini, first thing you need to do is loosen it. These tabs right here have little grooves in them. If you push in on them, twist them, you'll see the groove, and that's going to allow you to pop that out of place. After removing the bottom bar of the two in the back, you go ahead and let the bar hang down low. What that's going to do is allow you to relieve some tension up here. And from there, what you're going to do is jiggle these two bars out of place. With the front supports loose, you're going to go ahead and reinstall the back section. What that's going to allow you to do is work on the front of the bimini. There's actually room for storage on this bimini. What you do is You open the zipper completely up, and that's going to allow that bimini pole to tuck away in there, nice and neat. Same thing for the opposite side. Then you'll lock the center back up. After stowing the two front struts of the bimini, you go ahead and place this on top. From there, you're going to make sure your rear struts are locked in. Then you're going to release these front locks. That's where you need to be careful. Roll the bimini up nice and neat. From there, you fold the bimini forward, and it rests right there. You'll secure your hooks on both sides. The straps go around the bimini, or the tower, and lock it into place. Simrad designed this tower to allow it to fold down in certain situations. It's primarily for storage in a boat lift or in a garage. It is not meant for towing. To lower the tower, it's very easy. It helps to have two people, but if there's just one of you, that's fine. On both sides, there's knobs. When you release one knob, there's not much to worry about. When you release the second knob, that's when you need to pay attention. Make sure you have tension pushing the tower up. Lowering the tower, just go very careful. There's a safety lanyard to keep it from going all the way down. But that allows you an extra couple feet to raise it up in your boathouse a little bit higher if the water comes up a little too high, or to slide it into your garage. Same thing goes to put the tower back up. It helps to have two people, but if it's just one of you, it is possible. After you get it started threaded, come back here and pull on it. It's easier to pull than push. And screw both knobs in. If your boat came equipped with board racks, and you don't need them or want to remove them to get into a tight space, all you need to do is lift up on this lever right here and jiggle it off. It's going to be nice and snug on there. Take it off, put it in a storage area. The anchor light is typically stored in the center ski locker. It looks very similar to this. Two things I want to point out on your anchor light. See that screw right there? You need to pay attention to that screw's placement because there is a channel that it needs to go into. Next thing I want to point out is this black piece of plastic. This, once it's firmly in place, you screw this plastic to keep it locked in. If your boat is equipped with a tower, the anchor light should go in the ski pylon area, or where you wrap the ski rope around. If you feel in there, reach in and feel, you can feel the channel, so you know which direction the screw needs to be facing. You push it down into the hole, then you screw the plastic in. In the back hatch, there's plenty of storage. Also designated storage for your tables and table bases and your bow filler cushion insert. For those of you who like to work on your own boats, you can access your power steering pump there and your bilge pump right there. Good thing that Sea Ray comes with a 5-year warranty. Alright everybody, one of the last and most important steps to boating is flushing your motor. When you get back in from especially salt or brackish water, we always suggest you flush the motor. It's very easy to do on Mercury outboards. So right here, there's a little dial. Twist it to the left or counterclockwise, and it comes right out. Sometimes it's a little snug on there. You might need a pair of pliers or channel locks. It'll help you get it off for sure. But there, you see a hose fitting down here. You release that hose fitting, then connect your regular garden hose to it, so you can run fresh water through the engine. What I like to suggest to do is when you get back home, hook it up to the water hose immediately, start it, then start cleaning up the boat, take all your stuff out of it, put the cover on, all that good stuff, and that just lets fresh water continually run through it. Very easy to do. You do not run the motor while you're doing this, and it's going to pretty much put fresh water, gravity fed, through 99% of all components in this motor that are touched by raw water.